Hello, Ryan.
Hi, Charlie.
As we discussed, the metaphor is very hard technique for storytelling. But if we wanted to embed a metaphor into another metaphor, that would be, much more harder for people to do it.
It would. It sounds like the nested structure of metaphor.
Yes, exactly.
A metaphor inside another metaphor.
That's right, that's right. So let's get down to our first movie, The Life of Pi. Yeah, that's a great movie. I really love this movie. We know this movie is originally adapted by the novel from a Canadian writer, I think it's Jan Mattel.
Yeah, that's right.
One of the most distinctive characteristics of the novel of Life of Pi is the nested structure of metaphor. So it was considered really hard to transplant from the literature work to the concrete visual medium.
Yeah, that would be a big jump.
Yeah.
But Ang Lee did a great job with the movie. He won the 85th Academy Award for Best Directing.
That's right. Do you know what inspired Ang Lee to direct this movie?
No, I don't.
I have an interview clip from Ang Lee taken in China. He explained why he wanted to do this movie. Let's watch it.
Sure, let's take a look.
Yeah.
以往你曾经说过，你说你摸着你的肠胃说，除非我这里有感觉，否则我不会去拍一部电影。拍这部的时候你有吗？
有，当然有。
什么样的感觉？
很奇怪，有一种对于信仰有一种好奇，还有一种渴望，有一种想要去受苦受难的感觉，想要早点罪受吧，希望精神能够提升。
Yeah, that's a great clip, and we can see that Ang Lee's motivation came from an interest and belief in faith. A lot of people have interest and belief in faith, and apart from Jonathan Haidt's evolutionary perspective, what explains that curiosity?
I think a major reason is the existence of the unknown domain of the human knowledge. So I think that belief and faith might be, a kind of spiritual link between the human mind to the unknown, mysterious cosmos. So I think the belief and faith is a kind of basic human instinct, regardless of your age or nationality or race. I think all the human beings share the kind of instinct of pursuing for belief and faith.
Right. Yeah, people want to know what else there is in the world or the universe.
Yeah.
There's curiosity inside.
That's right. As I mentioned in the previous section, I say some people might say, well, Chinese people, now contemporary China has no belief and faith. I think I should make some little adjustment to that point. If you equate the religion to belief and faith, of course, now the religious believer in China is always the minority, so little people believe in religion. However, religion is just object of faith and beliefs. So I think it's a little bit arbitrary to say, well, the China, now contemporary China has no belief and faith.
Okay, if there's not a lot of belief and faith projected onto religion, what objects do Chinese people believe or have faith in?
Well, what you asked have reminded me a very interesting saying that the architecture is the expression of people's belief and faith. If you go to Europe, especially those conservative Catholic countries, and what is the big and giant magnificent building in those countries?
Yeah, the cathedrals.
Yeah, the cathedrals, of course. So if we go to the Middle East and the Arabian world, of course, Damascus will be the most magnificent building. So if we go to the South Asia or Southeast Asia, the Buddhist temple will be the most attractive building in those areas, of course. So, but now you're in China, so guess what is the most magnificent building that you see?
A lot of banks have caught my eye.
That's right. You see what I mean? Yeah, people in China, you cannot say people in China don't have belief in faith. They devote their life also to the architecture, like bank and the office building, so which represent they worship like money and power more in this place.
Okay, well, it's a little similar in the United States too. Not everybody in the United States is religious, A lot of people pursue money in the States too. It brings to mind a movie, famous movie in the United States, Wall Street.
Wow, Wall Street, yeah.
Where a very aggressive Wall Street worker named Gordon Gekko says greed is good. And that was really part of the culture in the 80s in the United States, where money was the only object. Yeah. And some of that culture still exists today.
Oh, of course. So as we can see, the belief and faith can be divided into two categories. One is sacred and one is secular. And the secular faith and belief emphasize more on pragmatic interest, personal individual interest. Take China as an example. People have more secular belief than the sacred beliefs. So, but the sacred belief, I think, is totally different. As Jonathan Haidt mentioned in the TED Talk, the sacred belief has to transcend the personal or individual interest, has to focus more on the communal interest. So sacred faith function like a lighthouse in a dark seashore. So I think that is the very topic that Anne Lee is trying to focus on.